Hey everybody, welcome back to Hex Token channel. In this video, we're going to look at PulsePot review. And they're doing a sacrifice at the moment. So let's go into it, get into it straight away. Hope you guys enjoy this. A link to the sacrifice will be in the video description if you want to participate. Make sure you always do your investment due diligence. Nothing in this video is investment advice. Get on to that one. So we are on PulsePot website here, pulsepot.io. And of course, you can see the game. They've got one peer-to-peer game up. So let's have a look at this website, different sections. So the first section is we've got the social media at the top here. So you've got Telegram and Twitter. Definitely, if you want to find out more information, follow the official team there. And of course, if you want to connect to the site, you can do that on Rinkby testnet at the moment. You may need to contact the team if you want to become a beta tester, though. So you can do that by connecting and make sure that you get your wallet connected. And of course, you can do that by connecting your wallet up here. You don't have to connect your wallet if you do have tokens. You can also do manual transactions as well, which is really cool safety part if that's what you prefer. Obviously, you have to contact the team on Twitter or something like that, Telegram, to get some test tokens. Is on the Rinkby test network under particular contracts, mimicking PulseX, PulseHex, etc. So the next one, of course, is the game. This is the main game. So you've got the live game there. You've got all the people entering the game here. And of course, you can see all their contracts, how much money they've put into the game. And of course, you can see whether your own wallet is connected. You can see the round of the game as well. So this round is 5725. Obviously, ticks over every single game that plays. The game lasts for 5 minutes. And of course, you can see the number of participants in there and the total amount in the pot. So it's called PulsePot. Everyone is contributing to that pot. And of course, the amount that you win is proportional to what you put in. So that's your chance of winning is proportional to the amount that you put in there. So it's pretty cool. There's a 3% fee, etc. You see live game, so it lasts for 5 minutes. Now you've got to be a bit careful with the UI. Can get a little. Sometimes you might have to refresh the page or so. It does take about probably 30 seconds to a minute for your entry into the PulsePot to go through. Just remember that after you've connected your wallet. This is taken into account there. So you can see one person's got a very big chance here winning. These other players have got a relatively smaller chance. There's 5 people in there at the moment. You can also see the tokens that have been put in there, or you can see the tokens individually by the people that have put them in there. You can enter as many times as you like there on the live game. So that's the game. And of course, you got the past game here is showing down below. This is the past winners. The last winner won for game $444, and they had a 27.4% chance of winning. So they had about that much that much of the amount in the pot that last game. The final part of the website, of course, is the information on how PulsePot works. They got the PLSP there, the tokenomics, the rules, and the tokens. I encourage you to strongly read that and understand it. I will be going through that in the next couple of slides, but definitely is the case there. Now, if you do win the pot, you win all the dollars in the pot there, except for 3%, which is the pot fee. But you also get, on top of that, you also earn PLSP, which is the native token. And of course, that is the token up for grabs in the sacrifice at the moment. By winning a pot, each pot winner gets attributed 3 PLSP, an additional 1 PLSP per $10 of value that you put into the pot. And of course, it shows you how much you earn there. So that there is the website. And of course, we're going to jump over to the fact that if you want to do participate in the sacrifice, links in the video description. And of course, you can get a referral bonus there. And so you can look at that. Let's get to the next slide. We're getting an overview of the project here. It's a peer-to-peer game, PulsePot, play to win. Now, this is high risk, high return. Of course, just remember that it's going on top of Pulse Chain. So just take that into account. Play and win. A player's winning chance is proportional to the value submitted. Okay, so you're going to play to win. It is proportional. The chance, your player's winning chance is proportional to the value that's submitted. So if you submit $10 and total pool is $100, you get a 10% chance of winning. So just remember that. You often at the end of the game, you might get quite a few people sniping that game. So just remember that with large volumes trying to take 50% share and things like that. Winning player wins the pot, less 3%, which is the pot fee. And then, of course, it gets redistributed to PLSP holders and to other users. We'll look at that later. Exposure to many assets, of course. You put in Hex, for example, into the pot, but you could win up to 8 other tokens. So that's the other thing. You could win a lot more tokens there as well as the pot there. Plus, you earn PLSP by winning the pot. As I just mentioned earlier, each pot winner gets 3 attributed 3 PLSP tokens, which is the native token, and additional 1 PLSP per $10 value in the pot. 1 PLSP is guaranteed guaranteed to be $30 on the platform. Winner based on random value of net block hash. So that's how the winner is chosen in the game, on a random value of the next block hash. At the moment, there's testnet beta players are on Rinkeby using that. And of course, they've got their tokens from their team. There's about 200 users or players on there at the moment. That is the game, folks, in a nutshell. Obviously, you can look at all the other details on the website. Tokenomics PulsePot Pumpamentals, as we like to say, in crypto. Total supply is 1 million PLSP, of which Sacrifice is 800,000. So that's what people are trying to get at the moment. Participation is 100,000, and Team Treasury is 100,000 as well. So it's 1 million altogether. Guaranteed price for a PLSD is $30 on PulsePot Game platform and moves higher with the market price. The arbitrage and endless 10% price feedback loop. So arbitrage, in other words, if the price goes down on PulseX, for example, people can arbitrage that versus the price on the platform at $30 minimum. And if the price goes up, then PulsePot can move up as well with that price. Pretty amazing. On top of that, a 10% price feedback loop. There's a pot. The PulsePot fee is 3% of the game fee. That accumulates over time, so you can imagine it gets pretty good. And of course, a third of profits go to market buy and burn, and of course, helping the price to go up. A third of the profits there to PLSP holders and PLSP. So if you like to notice token there in Pulse, that looks like to be the token they're going to be giving for the profits there. A third for monthly automated lottery for PLSP holders. So you could end up being a large winner if you are lucky enough to win on that. Use of security and ease of use, game interaction, send directly function. So you can actually, instead of logging onto the game with your wallet, some people don't like doing that, you can actually send tokens to participate in the game, and you don't ever have to connect your wallet. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, the contract's 100% decentralized and trustless smart contract, and all winnings are paid out directly to your wallet. So it's pretty friendly from that point of view. Very good ease of use and security for some. Finally, PulsePot Future. Blockchains, of course. People ask that. Obviously, no expectations from the work of others. This is a sacrifice format for PulsePot. So the blockchains, Pulse chain is the only sacrifice and first deployment. PulsePot may deploy on 5 chains, and Pulse chain sacrifice participants may get copies, for example, on BSC. In other words, copies of the PLSD token. There may be further products as well, more peer-to-peer games. And of course, increase the user volume and indirectly increase the price of Pulse PLSD, because obviously more people in the ecosystem, the more chance of the price to go up. 100% of profit reinvestment will benefit PLSD holders. They're going to be doing marketing to Pulse Chain Ethereum airdrop beneficiaries. Obviously, everyone over on Pulse Chain is going to get airdrops, so it's a great marketing ploy there. Obviously, no expectations from the work of others. More volumes support PLSP price, passive income airdrops, massive monthly passive lottery subscription. So cool. That is pretty much a review of PulsePot. Hope you enjoyed that. Now check out a couple of the game videos that I'm going to play next, and of course finally the sacrifice in the next video sections. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi everybody, in this one we're going to look at the actual PulsePot game in action. Now I've taken some PLSX here, $100 worth. And of course, you can see my address here is connected here, DEF46. We've got $100 have sent of a PLSX token for round number 5784. You can see this is 5784 that has started here. And of course, if we zoom in on that just a little bit, you can see that there are currently 7 players. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players here, but 7 players all up. And of course, 7 players have now put $8,712 into the pot. And of course, I've sent $100 here in PLSX. I've got a 1.2% chance of winning. So it's just a proportional game. The more you put in, the more chances you've got to win in, percentage-wise. So you can see this one wallet here has sent in a huge number here, and therefore it's got a lot to do. So we've got a minute to go. It starts off for 5 minutes. And of course, we've got 8 people playing at the moment. So it's all about a proportional game to win. Peer-to-peer, of course. So we're going to count this down at the moment. Now, I obviously can increase that balance. Maybe I can send in some other tokens. I could send in a bit of Pulse, for example. I could, send in quite a bit there. Maybe I could send in 0.2. That's $600, and I could send that to the pot type up. I should be able to make it just in time, hopefully. You have to edit the fee there, no, that won't let me to edit that, so I'll have to leave that one for the time being. Looks like I'm going to run out of time there. Let's go for a high. Save that, and hopefully we'll make it 15 seconds to go. So we'll try and increase our chance of winning there. as well. Not sure if that's going to make it though. Time is ticking. The contract is still going. We've got 4 seconds, so it looks like I'll miss out on that. Yep, hasn't confirmed. So let's see, we've got a 1% chance of winning. 1.09% chance. That's my entry. That is everybody else's entry. And this is the game ticking around. Whoever wins, 1% chance is all I've got, 1 in 100. Not the best chances there. Of course, the big wallet won. Big wallet had a huge chance of winning there. Now we're coming in on the end of the second game. And of course, the big player in orange has increased their odds so that they've got better odds. Currently, the odds of winning are 29%. So in orange here. And of course, we've got $5,250 in there at the moment. That's just increased. Let's just increase that slightly to 6,400. We had a new player come in here in green, and of course, coming with 90,500, trying to win the pot at the end. So you've got these sort of games with the big players trying to come in and snipe at the moment. So my chances of winning gone down to 16% there. Obviously, they've seen the big pottle, and the pot's now up to $38,793. I put in 6,247 of 2 tokens. So I've got 2 tokens in there. I've got a PLSP, the native token, and of course I've also got a certain amount of a PLS token, a hex token in there as well. I've got 37 seconds to go till this closes. I've gone down to 16 per second. So a bit of gaming in the last final minutes. You do have to take into a bit of account the time of the blockchain to make sure you get your amount in. But basically, I've just select my tokens here, and I send it and confirm the transaction on the blockchain. You can also manually send stuff in just by sending it to this address, so you don't actually have to connect to the site. So it's very safe from that point of view. So very cool, as I mentioned in the presentation. 10 seconds to go. Let's see how we get on. That's that arrow that's going to spin around. It is a random number from the hash, so you can find the details under the rules, and it's pretty much a random number. Let's see how I get on. 16% chance of winning. $6,247 on the line. It's test money, of course, so just remember that, not real money. It's going to be a hard ask. So the big one came in at the end there. Looks like he has possibly won this. Yep, so he won that. And, of course, the winning results here have gone down the bottom. So I ended up losing that pottle there. So the winner has pretty much won the total amount. We'll wait for that to update because it hasn't quite updated yet here. So we're waiting for this. Here it is here. So that the one that won that one had a 26% chance of winning, and they won all the pottle there. So congratulations to them. And they won $38,523 in there. And they had a 26% chance of winning, so 1 in 4, and they ended up winning that pot. So congratulations with them. So that's pretty much it. And of course, that is the 2 examples. So two games there, both losses. So it is a game. And of course, it does depend on your proportion there. The biggest players don't always win, but they can win by increasing their odds. Obviously, they won the last 2 rounds. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hey everybody, welcome back. So this is the sacrifice section of the PulsePot. Obviously, they're raising capital with the sacrifice. So you got a total maximum supply. It's going to be 1 million PLSP tokens. That's the native token of PulsePot. And this is the only sacrifice, remember. So they're going to be going multi-chain. And so you're going to get copied over to multiple chains there. So that's pretty cool. You're going to get the blockchain expansion plus the product expansion potentially. Obviously, no expectations from the work of others. They accept ETH and BSC sacrifice to this following address here, OXC28, ending in 44AC there. And of course, 10% referral bonus requires you to connect your wallet before you sacrifice. If you want that 10% bonus, make sure that you do connect your wallet to do that. They've got acceptable tokens there. They've got ETH, BNB, HEX, USDC, USD Tether, DAI, BUSD, etc., Wrap Bitcoin, Hedron, Maxi, Linkship, Matic, Crow, Uni, FTM, ZIL, Cake, and PLSD. So those are all the ones they do accept. Now, PLSP will have a value of $30 on day 1 of PulsePot. So they are fixing that on the platform. So you're going to get a better price when it launches. Now, Sacrifice progress at the moment, 26.66% of PLSP has been issued so far through the Sacrifice, or at least claimed. And of course, they've got 213,268 of PLSP. And remember, the total is 1 million until it's sold out. Now, they've got 4 phases. The first phase is over. Unfortunately, that's 500% gain there, $5 a PLSP. Obviously, 500% is the difference between $5 and $30 on day 1 value. We are here, so we're 380% gain so far. So that's going to be obviously $30 over 625 there. and that's the price you'll be getting at the moment if you decide to go into the Sacrifice. Once again, do your own investment due diligence. This is just a review of PulsePot. The next phase, of course, will be $7.80. And so we're currently moving through that. So that's the next phase. So you're getting a pretty good rate at the moment. That's going to be a 284% gain compared to $30 on the day one of PulsePot. Then, of course, $9.80, 207%. And, of course, then the Sacrifice distribution. Sacrifice phase is ending on the 11th of June, 2022. Sacrifice phase, maximum 800,000 PLSP. So just remember that's the maximum there. The leaderboard at the moment, we've got all the top 11 wallets here. 321,000 there, 37,000, so some pretty big numbers there. And you can see the amount of PLP issuance to them. And of course, so they've got some pot value there as well. So it's the pot value, and at $30, I take it. And of course, we've got the tokens as well, equivalent. Pretty good string. The total utility and pumpermentals, 1 million max supply and deflationary. 30% of all profits used to buy back and burn PLSP. 30% of all profits are paid out to PLSP holders. So those are the two that will pump the price, and of course your own bags. 30% of all profits used for monthly lottery for PLSP holders. So nice lottery there as well. So you may win that. Winners fee reduction, 1% per one PLSP in wallet. PLSP minimum price of $30 in PulsePot arbitrage opportunity. 10% price increase added over PulseX market endless demand loop. So pretty exciting there. We've got a full PDF if you want to read that. You can do referrals, of course. You can earn 20% for your referral sacrifices, and you can get 10%, a friend 10% extra by using your referral link. So obviously the link to referrals in the video description if you want to use Hex Token Channel 1. Earn a 20% more PLSP from your referrals, unlimited amount of referrals, minimum $100 sacrifice to apply. So you can use the link in the video description. That's the one there for Hex Token. Referral statistics, obviously there's none on this channel, just doing this review today. So cool. There's a cool FAQ as well that you can check through all of those in addition to the presentation. So I suggest you strongly read everything on the site in addition to